No mistake about it. We understand and can empathize that not all police are bad. We get that. The same way that we get that all black lives do not equate to that of a criminal. At this particular moment, the news flash just came across and said there was an officer-involved shooting on the east side. There's got to be some changes. Pastor said it right. We're sick and tired of being sick and tired, and we're sick and tired of that. How many marches we have to have? How many vigils are necessary before things change? How much more damage has to be done before a nationwide conversation is opened up that involves police reform? We need three things desperately. There has to be transparency in the operations of police, in the victimization of our citizens, and that needs to be reported. We need a review of training. We need to make sure that there is a review of how escalation occurs in incidents involving suspects. A closed fist does not need to be met with a Beretta. An individual with mental illness does not need to be met with a taser while in handcuffs. We need engagement. We know that there are programs like LEAD in our country. Why has Indy not taken the very same lead and instituted such programs? These are simple solutions. Solutions that we know take time and take money, but unfortunately one of those we do not have. Michael Taylor was right here in our backyard. Yes, it was 1987, but if we've learned anything, it's that history repeats itself. Cleveland's in our backyard. When do we wait? And when do we say enough is enough? Thankfully, we have organizations within our city who have been asking these questions all along. One such organization that goes by the name of Indy 10 has been surveying our community, has been meeting with individuals, and has put together a petition. At this time, I'd like to invite the representatives from this organization to step forward so they can provide more information about said initiatives.
Hey everybody coming out. My name is JR. I'm with Indy 10. The rest of my group is right here, standing next to me. And as Dominic said, we've been doing door-to-door surveys, walking around the communities of the city, asking questions about how they feel about the police in their community. And out of all of those answers, we devised a list of I guess we call them demands, ways to address community issues. Number one is body cameras that will aid for the accountability of police incidents. Police provide police training. They need to be more learn how to de-escalate a situation. The demilitarization and the end to no-knock raids. We also want a state database of police-involved shootings, killings, and other complaints against officers. And we want these complaints to be sent to the FBI. We also want a higher standard of punishment for police officers by the Citizens Review Board. An independent prosecutor so that there's no internal bias. Whenever there is a police action shooting, outside prosecutors to weigh in on the case. And we want better treatment for addicts and mentally ill and rehabilitation once they have been released for treatment. These are all very general and vague demands that we came up with, but as we continue to push them and meet with quote-unquote powers that be, hammer out further details. We will release them publicly so that we can support the community to get these issues addressed. If you would like to sign this petition, we'll post it on the event page. You guys can look for it there. Or if you want to, we have our own Facebook page, INDY10. Like that page, and we'll post the link to the petition there. The more signatures that we can get, the more power that we have behind the petition to get these issues addressed. Thank you.
The faces you see in front of you are not homogeneous. That's because the individual standing in front of you believes, beyond a shadow of a doubt, to fix everything, it takes everyone. Again, this is not just a black issue. JR from Indy 10 just read the demands. Now the question remains, what will happen if those demands are not met? Let us pray we don't have to find out. At this time, I'd like to thank everybody for coming out. I appreciate your service. I appreciate your commitment to justice. And let us all pray that that shooting that occurred today does not leave another family broken because an unarmed individual was taken down with the most heinous methods available.